Hello again, Andy with Handy Andy, and we're out today taking a look at a listing repairs project over in the Lawrenceville area. Great neighborhood. If you're looking, let me know. We'll get you in touch with the agent, Crystal Bream, with Keller Williams. And so this one is just a quick clean it up. They've had some people work on the siding before, so this has been replaced on the front dormers, but they didn't do the sides. So the sides are the old LP siding, smooth with a bead, and they need to replace. It's hard to see in the video, but everywhere along the roof line they're all rotted. So this comes up on inspection. It just scares people, honestly. So sometimes clients will list these houses for sale and maybe try to get it sold, but siding's just a big ticket. If we do it the way we do it in here, we'll repair like here. All the siding up to the ridge of the garage here is rotted, so I have to replace those. But the rest of the siding is just starting to go. So if we end up painting the house, we will hand paint the bottom edge, the lip of the siding, and seal it, and then we'll spray the rest of it to save us some money on the repaint. But it'll look good, it'll last for a while. We had a project just like this about 5-6 years ago over in Sugar Hill, and I actually got to go see that house the other day. The siding was much worse condition than this one, and he was looking at $30,000 to replace all the siding. We went in and did exactly the same thing we do here. Some of the siding you have to replace, but you don't want to replace all the siding. That's $20,000 to $30,000 on this house. You don't want to do it. And he didn't want to either, so we went ahead and did the repairs our way, and the siding still looks great. So he's got the same issue on the other side of the house over there. A little bit of rot as you go around the house. Nothing major, but we do all this stuff. So here in this door, it's just things that are going to come up on an inspection report anyway. Fix this rotted left door jamb and brick mold. And we make that stuff on site. But all the siding on the left side here is pretty good, except for this one piece here where the water just got to it coming off the overhang. And the guys can take one of the old pieces and piece that in. When you're replacing siding like this, you got to replace by the row. And a lot of times you'll go to, if you don't know what you're doing, like back here, we've got 5 rows on this back line here. If you don't know what you're doing, the guys will just start ripping siding. Pretty soon they tell you got to replace all of it. The trick is to pull the next row of siding up gently and cut the nails from behind, and then we can tack it back down when we're done. Otherwise, you just, and most contractors know that, but they don't care. They just want to run the ticket out. All of her back siding's in pretty good shape with paint. She'll be good back here. It just doesn't get as much weather. And what the inspectors are looking for is the edges of the siding. See how uniform they are? Now it's just starting to rot in here a little bit, so we seal that. This house wasn't hand painted before, it was spray painted. And they didn't caulk any of the nail heads, as you can see right here. So when you look at this stuff, and my guys will still go ahead and caulk this stuff, and so it won't rot, but it's a little bit protected back here. They've replaced some of it in spaces around the house. This nose, window nose right here on the deck window is rotted, so replace that. Here's a good example. We would just putty this piece right here where the woodpecker got to it. And it's all because the caulk failed here, so now the water's getting in behind it. And then we'll repair this rotted cap right here. But see, as you start to get closer, like in here, this siding, all the other contractors are gonna tell you gotta replace it. You don't, as long as we seal it up. We might have to feather in a little bit of caulk, but once it's done, it'll look good and the house will get sold. Great little neighborhood over here. She's done. This particular homeowner did some work on the other side over here. They partially replaced some siding on the right side. But siding will deteriorate very quickly. I'm not sure if she wants us to replace this door. Me personally, it sounds dumb. I would just paint it for now and let that come up on an inspection report. We got 4 rows of siding right up in here that we need to replace from this corner right here. The woodpecker's been getting in back here. This dog ear will be replaced, about 4 feet of the fascia. She did the chimney, it looks like this year. And then you got 4 rows of siding right here. Now, if we can salvage some of the other siding, we'll just piece it in here and adjust her bid. This windowsill and nose right here is rotted, the brick mold above it, and that's about it. The rest of it's paint. My brother and I have been running this company for over 30 years now, which is really scary, to be honest with you. I don't feel that old, but now my kids are getting ready to come in the biz, so I guess I am getting old. But that'll be the trick on this one if we do this project. And you can kind of see where they didn't get so good on the match. This is the repaint of what they replaced on the chimney, and it's not really even close there. So we can come back, and I would probably paint it this yellow right here, if that's what they want to do. Just one coat this house, make it look pretty, and go ahead and get it sold. But the cool thing about us is we do everything From handyman stuff to full renovations. We partnered with a finance group where we can finance some of these repairs. It just depends what it is and what we're doing. But if you don't need to do it, we'll talk you out of it. We don't need the money. We're based on relationships, and most of our customers honestly use us again and again and again. So we stay busy. You can catch us in the office. The number will be on the video there. I can never remember it. I never call there. But you can reach me directly sometimes at 770-265-9017. I'm Andy. See you at the next house. Bye for now.